the Blade Master, Gannis. Hey, the Dominion have some kind of base in the area. You may want to deal with it.
Aspirant, before you lies the final resting place of Legionnaire Garnis, Guardian of the Dawn. You have been found wanting.
Princess Zim, you might want to find it for Faye in her master plan. You found it! The tomb of Karif, the tactician.
Before you, Aspirant, stands the resting place of Legionnaire Karif, Guardian of the Dawn. Your worth has been measured and found wanting.
This is it. Tomb of Avenia the Fortrite.
Aspirant, you stand before the resting place of Legionnaire Avenia, Guardian of the Dawn. You have been judged and found wanting. The trial of Legionnaire Karif is complete. You are worthy. Enter, Aspirant, and greet the Guardian.
Well, that's one down. Just 3 to go.
The trial of Legionnaire Garnis is complete. You pass the test. Enter, Aspirant. Greet the Guardian.
And the second Guardian has been greeted. Halfway there.
You have passed the trial of Legionnaire Artinia, Aspirant. Enter and greet the Guardian.
That's the third tomb. Just one left. You know, I'll admit, I'm shocked that Princess Zim's info was any good.
Aspirant, you have passed the trial of Legionnaire Yvenia. Enter and greet the Guardian.
That's the last tomb. Faye wants a word. Hold on. Linking her in.
Good work. Come back to Fort Tarsis and we'll plan our next step. This is where it gets interesting.
Freelancer. How goes the battle?
Fighting the good fight.
What I wanted to hear.
How's the thunder business?
Good. Word's gotten around that freelancers are something special again.
Doing what we can. How'd you get into this work anyway, Prospero?
It found me. Nothing in this world makes a statement like Shaper relics. Talk about fearful awe.
That's why they're so fascinating. No one knows how they work or why they even exist. Anything can happen.
Oh, I know that. I've seen it firsthand.
What happened?
When I was young, maybe 18, I was an engineer for a trading caravan. One day we hear a rumor. They say a Titan's been spotted in the area. We were young and stupid, so we got it in our heads that taking a Titan down meant we wouldn't have to be traders anymore.
I guess that's what being young is all about. Taking risks. Sometimes they pay off.
Well, I remember thinking, how hard can it be? So I might have been the dumbest of the bunch. So this Titan, it's leaving a trail of destruction and rumors wherever it goes. Biggest Titan anyone's ever seen. Weeks go by. We've tracked it all the way to the Western Pass, into the Great Expanse. Finally, we corner it in a valley, and that's when I felt it. Deep in the bones dread. It wasn't just one Titan. It was 3 of them, joined together.
You're kidding me.
All standing around a Shaper relic, melding together. Right before my eyes, it was staring right at us. This gigantic thing that shouldn't exist. Took us all of 15 seconds to turn our Strider around and never look back. But I did. I was mesmerized. It was powerful, fearful, awful. Then it pointed to the sky, and the thunder answered. It's a moment I'll never forget.
That's amazing. I can't believe that happened.
I know it did. That thunderclap, we felt it. So loud my eardrum blew out.
Wow.
That's why I do what I do. I sell the thunder. If every freelancer can invoke the same awe I felt that day, you'll win every time.
Always fun talking to you, Prospero. See you later.
Back at you.
I've greeted all the Guardians. What happens now?
I've been sorting through the fragments of Legionnaire Leotrell's writing that Sim gave us. A lot of it is unreadable, and what's left is in a kind of code, typical for the Legion of Dawn. If I'm right, this last location should be the one we're hoping for. I'll back you up this time. We can start whenever you're ready. Don't worry. I'm sure I can back you up in the field just as well as Owen can.
Hey there. Piece of advice?
Okay, where do I start? Your temper can get to...
No, I'm saying from me to you.
Oh, sure. What have you got?
This fight with the Monitor, burn it into your brain. Someday it'll be the good old days. The legend that gets freelancers excited. And reminds you what badass feels like.
Years must be catching up if you forgot something like that.
Getting an attitude, huh?
Looking for signs of senility.
I'll have you know that badass courses through these veins. I defined it. That rogue Ursix that terrorized Shadow Gap Trench? I put the final bullet in its brain. Or that battle of Wyvern Horde at Indigo Vale? I was there.
Yeah? What was it like?
A dozen freelancers dropped in from above. Down a sheer cliff, landed in a circle on an outcropping. Nothing but death below. No margin for error. Had to surround them. 12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of Wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent.
So what happened, Halleck? How'd you go from that to
What?
talking about being badass instead of doing it?
Who says I stopped? Soon as my javelin's running, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Looking forward to it. See you later, Halleck.
Hey, buddy. I need some advice on my, delicate regulator situation.
The whole losing your javelin suit in a card game situation?
That's the one? So, I head over there to see if I can make some kind of deal. Like we talked about, right?
Did they listen?
Well, they were sort of listening at first. I was going on about all the valuable stuff just waiting to be discovered beyond the wall. Piles of it. You know what I'm talking about.
Sure. What did they say?
They kept insisting I hand over my suit. Said freelancers can't be trusted.
A group of actual criminals said freelancers can't be trusted?
That's when things got away from me.
Did you...
Start a fight? Hell yeah, I did.
with members of an organized crime gang?
Just a few of them. Damn. I've probably made everything worse.
Who knows? Maybe they'll back off now. You might be too much trouble.
I am a lot of trouble.
Do you get into these situations a lot?
No. Well, yes. Somebody thumps their chest, and I have to do the same. The occasional sentinel has gotten involved. Maybe two. Sexy bad choices.
So what happens now?
I guess at some point I could arrange a meeting with some high-up boss type. Try and fix this?
Bold move. Do it sooner rather than later, okay?
Sooner. Absolutely. You want to come with me?
I do. Stronger together, right?
Great! You and me, big star. Cracking heads.
Not cracking heads. Shaking hands, righting wrongs. That's what we're doing.
Oh no, just kidding. I have a few things to do first, but...
Don't wait on this, Rythe. As soon as possible.
Right, of course. I'll let you know.
Can't see us running in the meadow, just you.